You might be in the fight of your life right now, and you don't even know it. Hi, my name's Anthony Trucks, and I got a message for you today, and it's something that it's near and dear to my heart. It's a concept that I think needs to be shared. About 2-3 weeks ago, I got a chance to travel over to Europe. I got to go to Paris, London, and I got to go to Rome. Now, if you know anything about Rome, Rome is it's the figurehead of the Roman, Empire when it was there. And one of the cool things that was in Rome was the Colosseum. Now, the Roman Colosseum to me was real cool. I got a chance to stop and take amazing pictures. I got to see the insides, the outsides. Got a chance to go inside of the Colosseum. Now, when I went inside, I'm a fan of the movie Gladiator, so I had to. If I'm there, I gotta repeat the most famous words that you'll hear.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
So after I got a chance to do that, the funny thing was it was dead silent in there. And when I did that, everybody looked at me, which I didn't care because I didn't even speak English, most of them. So here's the thing though. I had this really weird thought. And I don't know if it was a weird thought, but for me, I'm standing in this place it's designed and made to put men inside to fight to the death. You're talking about men who were slaves. They didn't even want to be there. Like, they're put in these situations and they have got to give full effort, because if they don't, they will die. They will be put inside, they'll be stabbed, they'll be mauled by animals and drug out dead. So for me, I started thinking, like, how do you do that? Like, how do you live a life knowing that that's what's going on? And not only that, but can that concept be applied to everybody's life? Can that concept be applied to your life? For me, I was like, I look at this whole situation and I'm like, in life, we may have situations that need our full effort, that need our life or death type of effort, but we don't give life or death kind of effort. We just kind of go through the motions hoping that it'll eventually pan out for us. In my own life, like, I had played the NFL, and when I got done playing the NFL, I got to a point where I opened a gym. So in this gym was my livelihood. I had my degree in kinesiology. I played the NFL. I trained clients for years. So I said, I'm going to open a gym. About a year and a half, and I got to the point where I couldn't financially afford it anymore. I wasn't doing well enough to actually keep the thing afloat. So now I have to think about, okay, well, I now have a bill from my landlord for $16,000. I have $4,000. I have 2 weeks to pay it, or they're going to kick me out. So I'm sitting there trying to think, like, what do I do? I have no clue what to do. I have no money. I have no help. I have no plan. And my life is on the line. My livelihood, like the ability to feed my kids, to feed myself, is on the line. I have nothing else going on. Not only that, the people that I looked up to, or the friends and like family, they're like, Ant, man, chalk it up. Go do something else to pay your bills. And for me, the thing is, if I'm not happy doing what I'm doing, I'm dying inside. That's my death. I didn't want to die. I was fighting for my life. Almost literally and figuratively, because if I didn't do this, it doesn't pan out. And then I had this idea, this revelation was, I don't want to. I am made to do this. Like, this was at the time, like, this is who I am. I played a sport that was just like this gym where I trained clients. I had got my education, spent 4 years learning this. I had taken time to get my education into degree and certifications. And so for me, it was like, no, this is what I want to do. This is my life. This is my livelihood. I'm not going to give this up. And I fought. And 2 months later, I went from making $7,000 a month to $27,000 a month. I completely flipped everything on its head. And it wasn't some fluke. It wasn't some random idea. But I got to the point where, for me, it was a life or death situation. If I did not do it, I would not be eating. I wouldn't be feeding my kids. I wouldn't be happy for the rest of my life. I have to get some job I don't want to do, and I'm stuck. And I changed it. I applied some simple concepts. One, I dropped my ego. I had got to get rid of my ego. If you have an issue or situation in life that's holding you back, you've got to drop your ego and step back and say, how can I do this better? If you don't do that, you're going to be stuck. After that, seek out help. I need help from somebody. I got to get something, because you cannot do it alone. You need a different mindset, different perspective, because if not, you can't put new things into your life that'll make changes, so you're not going to be back where you were before. Once you get to that point, you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. You have got to be okay with being outside of your comfort zone, because if you don't get outside of your comfort zone, you're never going to get any better. Again, you'll end up right back where you started from. The comfort level of, like, I don't want to do that, has got to be removed. then you have got to work like your life depends on it. And I don't mean kind of like half work, like I'm going to kind of give effort. I mean a kind of effort that when you are done, you are spent. It could be physical, it could be emotional, it could be mental, whatever it is. You got to be spent. If you're not spent, you're not doing what it takes to get to the next level. For me, I was able to apply those concepts and changed everything. And when I did that, I was able to make sure that for me, I could put in more work than what hard work needed. Now I can essentially put that work in without even thinking about it because I know what it means. I can maintain the practices that I put in so I never have to go back there again. So I put that massive amount of hard work. You also cannot feel sorry for yourself. If you have a problem going on in your life, it's okay. We all have problems. I get that. But if you feel sorry for yourself and you want help, no one's gonna help you. People wanna help people who are helping themselves. You help yourself, I'll help you. Somebody else will help you, but I don't wanna be dragging you along. I need you to wanna help yourself. The more you feel sorry for yourself and pity yourself, the less anybody can do anything. It's something we gotta get to the point where we can push you along as you're pushing yourself along, because there's no way you can do it alone. I mean, it's just the truth of it. You're not gonna really get it done alone. If you do, you're one of the rarities. But even the people who you think are doing it alone have got a ton of insight, ton of help, a ton of support system of people giving them insight and ideas and tools and practices to achieve different parts of their life. You gotta get help to do it, and then you have to fight like your life depends on it. You literally have to fight like your life, like a gladiator. I bought this helmet, and for me, the helmet meant something. It meant an amazing thing. It's a full-out helmet. I could put it on if I wanted to, but it's decked out, and the thought was, I could have bought a Roman helmet, but I bought a gladiator helmet because gladiators were put in a situation they didn't want to be in. Just like you being put in a situation or problem you don't want to be in, but they fought for their life to get out of it. And for you, you got to think of the same kind of concept. You got to fight like your life depends on it, because it does. A gladiator has a quick death. They go in, they fight. If they die there. They're drug out, they're dead. For you, you're gonna get to a situation where you may die a slow death. If I had given up my dream, I would have died a slow death inside. We're all dying if you don't take that concept out. So you gotta think about fighting for the situation like my life depends on it, because it does. Do not let your dream die. Fight for it. My name is Anthony Trucks. If you want more information on me or anything I do, go to anthonytrucks.com. Be sure to follow me on there at all my social media links, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also, put your name and email in. I got some real cool gifts that I give to people. They're the first chapter of my book, Trust Your Hustle, Life Forged by Fire, a cool video series, but put it in there and also share this video. You know, a lot of people in this world, they don't speak about their problem, but they need insight, they need help. This video can help somebody, so share it. It may be someone you've never met, it may be someone you know, it may be someone you know they're dealing with something. Let them get this video to watch it, but put it out for the person you don't know who's struggling inside, because we all need help. Next week, remember to pay attention. I got a really cool and close to my heart video I'm gonna be sharing, and concept and idea I'm gonna share because someone is dying. And so I wanna share the idea with you. And always remember, you can trust your hustle to live an unexpected life.